Hello and welcome to Kirkby Bank. In this video, hope to have a look at the workshop. I'll have a quick tour around the workshop and explain its involvement in the layout overall. But first, a bit of history. Moved into this property about 18 months ago, and on this site there was a summer house stroke shed, which initially I thought I'd be able to actually use as part of the layout and as a workshop, but on further examination I discovered there was lots of rot in it, so therefore it had to go. So I demolished it and laid a concrete base down last August and started the block work to build this workshop. The first time I ever laid blocks, so I had a go, and I'm quite pleased with the results, as it's now got a usable space which is nice and dry and can house a bench, a desk, and the sidings, which is now Kirkby Bank sidings, which I'll show you in a minute, and we'll have a quick tour around the workshop. I'll also show you some photos of the construction of the workshop, and hopefully I'll explain a bit more about the workshop and its involvement in the overall layout and how it fits in. Thought I'd share with you the plan as submitted to the plan department for the main shed. This has now been approved, so I have plan permission. Start off with the workshop, which is this area on the right. There's a 600mm gap concrete apron between the workshop and what will be the main shed. The main shed measures 10 meters by its 5.5 at its widest point. These are all the leandii trees down the side. There will be a line which will exit the workshop here, double line, go along the fence line and cut in to the main shed, which I'll show you that. There won't be a lot of garden left when I've finished, but I'm not a gardener. All I do is cut the grass, so I'd rather not cut the grass and have a model railway. Anyway, moving across to any rail 6, and we'll have a look at the plan. This is the plan for Kirkby Bank as drawn with any rail 6. Looking over to the right, you'll see the workshop, which is divided into two parts, the inner and outer part of the workshop. The outer part of the workshop will have 4 or 5 lines passing through it. The entrance into the workshop, you'll come down via the side of the shed, and in this door here into the inner workshop. These two doors here are just for access from the main shed into this area here, so you could deal with any derailments or anything related to Kirkby Bank sidings, possible derailments. The orange lines represent the outside of the shed. Over here, these two lines is where you would enter the shed underneath the boards. To exit Kirkby Bank sidings, you go via this point here, which will take you, depending on which direction you're going, on or off the lines, and that go under the boards and come up over here or over this side. I say depends on which direction you're going on or off. Looking here, this area is the main station. This area here is going to be the engine shed. Over here is a coal mine, one area for some kind of coal mine. The layout itself will have 4 main lines, so there's 2 lines over here which are external to the shed and run along the fence line, and then back into the shed. So let's just move that along a little bit. And then you'll have the two inner ones, which will be round. They will come round here. Anyway, so you'll be able to see the proposed plan anyway. But I always say all plans are subject to change. But if anyone has any suggestions or for improvements, please leave them in the comments. Otherwise, hopefully that will give you a better idea of what the proposed plans are for Kirkby Bank. This is where the main tracks will come in from the main shed. 4 tracks coming in here. So it'll go through there. This is into the workshop. Through, round here, and go out there. So this will exit the workshop here, come around a nice curve here, and then we'll go into what will be the main shed. So we'll then go up the top, up towards the patio, round the patio, come back down and back into that portal which is over there. Quick tour around the workshop. There's the door into the workshop. We have a nice PC there. Then there's all the sidings, the stock. Come round here, nice little workbench which is always tidy. Go down to the actual layout itself. Looking back, see some of the stock. ECOS command station is the control system which I'll be using. It's just temporary at the moment, being here, so I can control the trains in the sidings, but it will go into the main workshop. Control panel I've made myself. I got sign maker to make the actual front panel itself, and then I populated it with all the LEDs and buttons. It's the actual electronics is all mega points. Plenty of wires there. Look inside drawer number 1. Just so you can understand what's going on in one of these drawers, we have the servo driver which drives 12 servos. All these wires go off to the various points. You've got the relay driver which drives the 3 sets of 4 for the relays, and that's for the frogs, so that'll change the polarity on the frogs in tandem with the servos. So once you press a button on the panel, the servo driver will drive the servo, at the same time you'll get the servo changing correspondingly to the point. You have 12 volts DC coming in which powers the units, and then you've got the DCC which is for the frogs, so you can throw the correct polarity on the frog when the relay changes. All the droppers on the layout are individually wired to these blocks, which you can get off Amazon. They then all in turn all wire back to here, and everything is wired so as I can do power districts in the future, and I try to keep my wiring quite neat. So I've seen these blocks used on Chadwick model railways, so thanks to Charlie Bishop. This is currently would now be transiting into the shed itself. This would be where the site of the main layout would be, or will be, should I say. And this is just a temporary head shunt, so we can run trains out of the workshop for now. The workshop features 5 roads, which are just for stock as well as storing engines, and 7 through roads, which will all go down to the end. Hopefully engine would then be able to leave its train, go down to the cradle at the bottom, which is this bit, and then the cradle will be able to turn, lift up and turn the engine around. Something you only need to do if it's a steam. Hopefully that gives you a better understanding of where the workshop fits into the main layout and what part it will actually play. If you've got any comments, well, they'll be welcome, good or bad, about the layout, the plans, or I'd say anything in general. If you could click and subscribe, that'd be really good. Click on the notification bell, get notifications once I release another video, which hopefully will be in the next few weeks once we start the actual build. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video.